Hello everyone, Steve Angel with Traditional Outdoors, welcoming you to the YouTube channel. If you're a new visitor, it's the first time you've seen this, I invite you to please take a moment to subscribe. I'm out here in the lovely mountains of North Georgia today doing a little bit of scouting, but I wanted to take just a few minutes to welcome you to the channel and to tell you a little bit about what the channel is going to be all about. There's a lot of misconceptions. People, when they first see or hear about traditional outdoors, they think it's traditional bow hunting or traditional archery, and they, if that's not something they're into, they move along. But we're more than that. I'm going to spend time talking to you about everything from hunting, fishing, camping, backpacking, you name it. If it's outdoors, we're probably going to cover it at some point in time. Yes, I am a traditional bow hunter. It's all I've done for many years now. But that doesn't mean I look down on you if you shoot a compound, if you shoot a rifle. I really don't care. Ultimately, I want you to be more successful. And I figure if someone like me can regularly and consistently take whitetails, wild hogs, you name it, antelope, if I can take those at stick bow range 15 yards and under, then I think maybe I've got something that I can offer and you'd like to listen to. The traditional point for me is really more about two things. One, it's about the experiences. When I'm outdoors, the things that I take home that mean the most to me is the experiences. It's not the number of animals or the size of the animals or the size of the fish. That's all icing on the cake. It's the experiences that mean most to me. The other aspect is I look at a lot of this as the old school approach. Today, so much on TV talks about, or hunting TV, I should say, talks about success in a bag, a bottle, or a box, and that's not what I'm about. I'm going to show you things that, for the most part, what I have planned won't cost you a dime. There may be some things that you can choose to buy. That's up to you. But it's really about woodsmanship. It's about things that a lot of us have lost, or we as hunters and outdoorsmen have lost, because there's just so many products on the market today and everybody thinks that that's how they find success. Now that doesn't mean that everything we talk about is going to be circa 1970 or 67 or whatever that may be. There's definitely some new and modern techniques and approaches that we will talk about. In fact, the first video that I think we're going to release is going to start out talking about cyber scouting and some of the tools that I use to plan these outdoor trips like I'm doing today when I want to put boots on the ground. I'm very busy. I have little free time, as most folks do. So cyber scouting allows me to research an area, get a good idea of the areas that I think I will find some good activity I might want to hunt, and then I can come out here. And I think today I've got like a 4-mile track pre-programmed with, I don't know, half a dozen or more specific points of interest that I want to stop and look at. So it just allows me to condense that time. So we will look at some new things, but we're going to look at a lot of old things. We're going to take you out here and we're going to focus on some scouting in the field. There's a lot of people that I follow and look up to, and have researched their techniques. There's some other ones out there that I still want to sit down and talk with that have different ideas. Warren Womack is one I really want to sit down and pick his brain at some point. Haven't had a chance to do that, but you may see him on this show at some point. Dan Infalt's another one. I don't feel personally that any of us should look at limiting ourselves to just one technique or one thought process when you're in the field. I know Dan focuses a lot on buck bedding, and that's great. If you're wanting to pursue big bucks, I think it's probably one of the most successful approaches out there. That's not really me. If I get a big buck, great, but it's not what I'm truly looking for most of the time. And throughout this, in the South especially, the season is so long, you kind of have to have a wide range of techniques, because what you may plan on doing early in the season may not necessarily work in the late season. Food sources change, patterns change, predominant winds change. There's all sorts of things that change throughout the course of the season that you may need to take into consideration. So we're going to cover a lot of topics, and again, it won't just be about hunting. So if you're a fly fisherman, we plan to have videos and even series around fishing, fly fishing, camping, not the RV type, the tent and tent stakes type of camping. backpacking, hiking. Like I said, we're going to get into a lot of different topics, and I think we'll all learn something along the way, even myself, because if it's a subject that I don't feel I've mastered yet, or I'm really comfortable trying to educate others, I'm going to find somebody that I feel like is qualified, and I'm going to try to bring them on the show. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll find something useful, and again, ultimately, I hope I help you be more successful by my time I spend in the woods and the time it takes to bring you these videos. So for now, I'm going to get back to my scouting. You have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care now.